Being able to make API requests to the best language models in the world, such as OpenAI, Grok, Mistral, and DeepSeek, is a gift. What is even better is doing that through Microsoft, as we then get enhanced data security and we have all our data gathered in one platform, that is Azure. Let's get started. Here we see all the models to choose from, but let's take a few steps back, so I'll show you how to set everything up. We open up a browser and here you navigate to portal.azure.com. Go up here and search for Azure AI Foundry and open that, and we want to create a resource. Here you will choose a subscription, create a new resource group or use an existing. We will also give this a name. So here I'll just say demo Jensen org API. I'll choose a region. As I'm in Western Europe, I want it to lie there, so I'll choose West Europe. Can also give our first project a name, and again here I'll call this demo, and then I want to say demo video API like this, and hit next. We can choose to restrict the access to this model to certain IP addresses or ranges. Here I just choose the entire internet. Now I click next. I'll also go by default in the encryption. I'll not add any tags. We can do that to easily identify or search for our resource. Here in a few seconds I will click create, and we have created our Azure AI resource and our first project. Then this deployment will start. It will usually take like 1 to 2 minutes, so let's fast forward the video. That's it, our deployment is complete. From here we will choose to go to the resource and we go to the Azure AI Foundry portal. We can either do that here or up here. I just click here. Now it gets exciting. First, we can choose between a lot of models. We can choose to, let me show you the model catalog. Here we have a lot of different models to choose between. We also have this overview over here where we have the base endpoint and an API key. We can choose to work from a template as tutorials and everything. We want to set up our first model so we can start using it. So what you want to do is to go over to the model catalog. And here we want to choose a model. Choose between DeepSeek, for example. We can take this and use this model. I can also navigate back and choose one of the OpenAI models. You can also search. You can search for between 90 different models. I'll just choose the standard one, the GPT-4o. So we will take that and use this model. Here we can give this deployment a name. Again, I want to give it a good descriptive name, especially if I have a lot of deployments. So here I can just call this demo, and then I can say video GPT-4o. I can also choose how I want this deployment type to be. I'll just choose the global standard. That means that our data is processed globally outside of the current region, which was West Europe, but data storage is still within my region. I can also choose to click customize here. Here I can choose to do a few other things, just as increase the tokens per minute rate level and have a content filter. Let's not do that here, so we will just deploy our first model. Now the model is ready, so now we can start testing it, and then we can connect to it from a third-party application. We will also do that. But let's first go to Playground. We can either do that here or here. I just say I want to open up this model, deployed model, in a Playground. Here we have it, and over to the right you can see a preview. This looks a lot like the GPT or the copilots that we use too. Here we can give the model instructions. So what I do here is I can delete this or I can add to it. Let's say I want to say something like, you are a helpful AI assistant that answers in a polite, and let's also add an funny way. As you can see, it says that we should apply the changes. That's because we changed this. So I just hit apply changes, and then we can test it over here. So what I can do, I can just start to say, explain quant computing, like this. And then you will see, quantum computing. It's like a regular computing, but with a sci-fi twist and a sprinkle of magic. This was because we added this funny way. If you don't like that, we can just do this. So now we say in a polite way, I will apply the changes. Then I can click this little broom up here to clear the chat. And then I can ask about something. Tell me about the RPA teacher, Anders Jensen. Anders Jensen is a well-known educator. Now you will see that this is very polite. Let's stick with that. Now we want to use this deployed model in, for example, an application. I'll use Postman here. That is an API tester. You can set up a free account. As a video showing you how to do that up in the upper right corner. Once you have done that and created a workspace, we can now start testing our newly created model here. You want to say new HTTP. All these details will be in the documentation. The method will be post. Then we also need an endpoint. An endpoint is a URL that is saying, use this URL to connect to the deployed model. I go back to the chat playground and say view code, and you can find it up here. So what I want to do is to simply just Control A, Control C, and I will go back here, and that is the URL, the endpoint. Then I also want to add a few headers. So here you can see headers, and these comes in key value pairs. The first one will be an API key. That is to authenticate that this is us connecting to this model. What you do here is to go to key authentication, scroll down, and here you find the API key and Control V it in. Then we also need to say in what format is this sending in. This will be JSON. So what you write here is to write the content type, and over here that will be application /JSON, like this. Then I want to say, I want to send a task for this model, and in that will need to be in a JSON format. So let's go test it. I go to the body. Here you click raw JSON, and here we have it. So here you can see, tell me about Microsoft. I could also do something like, what's the capital in India? And tell me a fun fact around the city. Do like this, then we say send. The first time it can be a little bit slow, but here we have it. We can see that there's no content filter, there's no hate speech or self-harm. And if I scroll down, you can see that the capital of India is New Delhi. Fun fact, New Delhi is home to the largest brick minaret in the world, the Qutub Minar, standing at a height of 73 meters, blah, blah, blah. This is how easy it is to use. Now you want to implement it in, for example, a solution. I have a complete guide showing you each step in such a solution.